Neural and wires. So in this tutorial, we're taking our first big step in building our very own GPT model by downloading and preparing our data set. So every AI model needs data, and in our case, we need a text data set to train our language model. But why does this matter? Well, without a data set, our AI wouldn't know anything. It wouldn't understand language patterns or even how to generate text. So today we'll break down this simple but crucial piece of code. And so why do we need a data set? AI models learn from patterns in the data. Think of it like teaching a child to read. You give them books, and over time, they recognize words, sentence structures, and meaning. For our project, we're training a character level GPT model to predict the next character in a sentence, but it can't do that unless we feed it text first. The data set we're using here is A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen, which is a classic play, and this data set consists of pure text, making it perfect for training our AI to understand English grammar, structure, and storytelling. Now let's break down what this single line of code is doing. So the wget command is a Linux utility used for downloading files from the internet. It allows us to fetch a data set directly into our working directory. In our case, so that's what we're running. So let's break it down. Wget, the exclamation mark tells Python to run this command in the system shell instead of Python itself. And this is the direct link to our text data set stored in a GitHub repository. And so this is the file we're downloading, and after running this command, our dataset will be saved in the current directory as A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen .text. So, and where does this downloaded file go? Once the file is downloaded, it will be stored in the same working directory as our project, and if you're using Google Colab, it will be saved inside the Colab working directory. And so this will list all files in the directory, and you should see this. So why not we just copy and paste the data set instead? You might be wondering, why not just copy and paste the text into a file? So here's why using wget is better. So reproducibility and automation and scalability. So if someone else wants to follow your project, they just run the same command to get the data set. And automation, if you're working with a multiple data set, downloading them via code is much faster. Scalability, if you're training on large data sets, you don't want to manually download gigabytes of text. So this one line of code makes our project very dynamic, flexible, and scalable. So guys, so now that we've successfully downloaded our data set, so we're ready for the next step, which is reading and inspecting the data set. In the next video, we'll be opening and reading the data set in Python, understand how text is structured in AI training, and print and analyze character frequency and vocabulary. So if you're enjoying this series, hit the like button, subscribe to Neural and Wires, and drop a comment below. So what data set would you love to train an AI on? Alright, so I'll see you in the next episode where we start exploring our data sets.